All right, so now that we have looked at the internal angles of a triangle, and we have also compared those interior angles of a triangle with what we know about parallel lines and transversals, make sure you work with a partner or on your own to describe how you know that when you add the internal angles of a triangle and they equal 180, how that relates to what you know about lines and supplementary angles from parallel lines and transversal lessons. So make sure you answer this question, B, in your INB, and you can do that on your own or with a partner. So now let's take a look at kind of the next steps. So what we want to know, see if I can line this up here, is now that we have this idea of internal angles really solid in our minds, let's consider the external or outside angles of a triangle. So we're going to go through this lesson together and make sure you're getting this down in your INB. Feel free to pause so that you can complete the activity as we go. So just like in activity 1, the first step says to draw a triangle and label the interior angles as A, B, and C. So I'm going to do that. And you can make yours similar to what their example is, or you can make yours different. I'm going to try to have mine be it's kind of similar. So I'm going to label my corners, or my angles, A, B, and C. So I've done step A, and now I'm going to cut out the triangle. And as you can see, my triangle isn't perfectly straight, but we're going to go with it. You can try to kind of straighten up the edges as we cut. All right, so now I have my triangle cut out. And the next step says, place the triangle on a piece of paper, and this can be your INB, and extend one side to show the exterior angle D. So I'm going to do that kind of right here on this paper. So I'm going to take my marker, and I don't have a ruler right next to me, so I'm just going to do this as straight as I can. And I'm going to go from A to C and extend my line. And that will form that exterior angle right there. All right, so now I have my line. My triangle fits in here, and I have this exterior or outside angle. Okay, so part D says tear off the corners that are not, so let's underline that, not adjacent to the exterior angle. So I want the angles that are not angle C. So I'm going to tear off A, angle A, and I'm going to tear off angle B. Okay, so I've got A and B that I tore off my triangle. And now it says to arrange them to fill the exterior angle. So if I take those two angles, A and B, what I can do is I can fill that exterior angle. So they fit perfectly in that space. That's my exterior angle. So what does that tell you about your exterior angle? What does your exterior angle equal? Well, I had my non-adjacent or opposite angles from that corner. So if I took those angles that are not adjacent, A plus B, and I add them together, I put them together, that's going to equal the exterior angle, which we have called D. And I forgot to label that on mine. I forgot to say that this was angle D. But by putting angle A and B together, by adding them up, as you can see here, they actually equal that exterior angle D. So the non-adjacent angles added together equal the external angle. So what I recommend you doing is trying this maybe with two different shaped triangles to see if it still works. Or pull the exterior angle off of one of the other sides, like say off of A, and then tear off corners B and C, just to really show yourself that this works for all examples. You definitely need to have one example in your INB, and having more than one would just be a bonus.